Problem identification and agenda setting in policy formulation. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our policy series. Today, we're going to delve into the crucial first steps of policy formulation, problem identification and agenda setting. We'll be drawing on practical examples from the field of social and economic development, particularly in the public sector of Ghana and other African nations. So, let's get started. The first step in policy formulation is identifying and defining the policy problem. This involves recognizing an issue and clearly articulating it as a problem that requires a policy response. For instance, let's consider the issue of low literacy rates in rural areas of Ghana. This issue becomes a policy problem when we define it as such. Low literacy rates in rural Ghana are limiting economic development and individual potential. Once a problem is identified, the next step is setting the policy agenda. This is the process of deciding which issues are prioritized and addressed by policymakers. Factors influencing this include the severity of the problem, public opinion, and political will. For example, if the Ghanaian government recognizes the impact of low literacy rates on economic development and there's strong public support for improving education, this issue is likely to become a policy priority. Let's look at a real-world example. In the early 2000s, Ghana faced a significant policy problem: a high burden of disease due to inadequate access to clean water and sanitation. The government, recognizing the severity of the problem and backed by public opinion and international support, made this issue a policy priority. This led to the development and implementation of the National Water Policy in 2007, aimed at ensuring access to safe, affordable, and reliable water services. In Ethiopia, the government identified food security as a major policy problem. Recognizing the role of agriculture in food security and the economy, the government made agricultural development a policy priority. This led to the development of the Agricultural Development-led Industrialization Strategy, which has been central to Ethiopia's policy agenda since the mid-1990s. In Rwanda, the government identified the need to improve the quality of education as a major policy problem. This led to the development of the Education Sector Strategic Plan, which prioritized improving the quality of education, particularly by enhancing teacher quality and improving learning environments. In Botswana, the government identified HIV/AIDS as a major policy problem. Recognizing the devastating impact of the epidemic on the country's population and economy, the government made combating HIV/AIDS a policy priority. This led to the development of a comprehensive national HIV/AIDS policy, which has been instrumental in reducing the prevalence of the disease. In conclusion, problem identification and agenda setting are crucial first steps in policy formulation. By clearly defining policy problems and setting the policy agenda, we can direct attention and resources towards the issues that matter most. This is a key part of driving social and economic development in Ghana, across Africa, and around the world. As we wrap up, I'd like to leave you with some questions for reflection. Can you think of a current issue in your community that could be defined as a policy problem? What factors do you think should influence the setting of the policy agenda? How can public opinion be effectively incorporated into the policy-making process? Can you identify a policy in your country that was effectively set on the policy agenda? What are some challenges in setting the policy agenda in developing countries? How can international support influence agenda setting in policy formulation? How can we ensure that the policy agenda truly reflects the needs and priorities of the people? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. I look forward to reading your insights. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more insightful discussions on policy and development. Remember, your engagement helps us reach more people and make a bigger impact. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep making a difference. This is Felix Larry Sophie, signing off. Subscribe, like, and share. Credits goes to Policy Frontier Channel, your premium YouTube educator.